Hello! In this video, we are going to take a look at PageSpeed Insights. And PageSpeed Insights is a free tool from Google. It looks like this. You can find it at pagespeed.web.dev. And it's going to show you how fast your website loads on multiple devices. So it's going to give you a check for both mobile and desktop. It's super, super helpful, and it's totally free. So I'm going to show you the page speed for cuppacrofton.com. I'm just going to copy that URL and paste it in there and analyze it. And it takes a few seconds. Sometimes it takes a few minutes, depends on how much traffic there is, but it's going to diagnose any performance issues, and it's going to give me information about the performance, so how fast things are, accessibility, best practices, and SEO. And we can see here that for this particular page, and it's per page, so it's for the home page. I didn't analyze any other parts of the site. It's just that one page. You can see I got a 99, which is great. You really want something at least 90, as close to 100 as you can get. That means that the page is loading very quickly and the performance is good. So you can see about how fast it takes to load. You want to get your load time under 2 seconds if possible. Sometimes a little bit longer is okay. And I'll analyze another site to show you. But you can see here, it does give me some opportunities for improvement. So we can see here that if I properly size my images, I might be able to load things faster. If I use next-gen formats, so for example, if I use WebP instead of the images are currently JPEGs, then I could save some file size, which is going to increase the load speed. So it should make things a little faster. And you can see also reduce unused CSS. So some of the opportunities might be a little bit technical. That's okay. Talk to a web developer. I happen to know a good one. So you can just ask me in the comments if you find something you can't figure out. And it also shows me about accessibility. And again, you want these to be as close to 100 as possible. Now, I do want to point out the SEO checks. You really want to get your SEO check as close to 100 as possible. And you can see here that in this case, the document does not have a meta description. It's because I didn't set one up. Cuppacrofton.com is just a dev site. It's one that I use for my classes, so it's not a real site. I don't really want it to show up on the search engines. And the other thing here is that links are not crawlable. And again, it's not something that I set up, so it's okay. So this tool is from Google, so it's really important that you try to get that up to 100 or as close to 100 as possible. Now you can see that right now I'm looking at mobile, so it's actually emulating as if the website was loading on 4G in a Moto G. And you can also see what it would look like on desktop, and we can see on desktop it's at 100, so that's pretty good. Now, this is, again, just for that home page. If I wanted to see what the performance was for the services page, I can type in the URL for that and run this again. Oh, it just added the slash. That's okay. And let's see what I get for the services page. Takes a minute here. So this is what the services page looks like. Nothing very exciting. And that got 100, so that's pretty good. So the performance score for that was higher. Properly sizing the images was the only feedback there. Let me see if I do the contact page. So it's contact/contact. So you want to get as close to 100 as possible. Now, you should do this on a regular basis. I would recommend doing it at least once a year, preferably quarterly. And if you have the time, do it monthly. If you're updating your content pretty regularly, then you should do it as often as possible, just to make sure that you're not, as you add text and images to your website and other content to your website, that you're not slowing it down. So you do want to check it on a regular basis if you can. We can see here for the contact page, I've got a performance of 95. So overall, the website is running pretty quickly. It's loading pretty quickly. Now, checking the PageSpeed Insights, it is something that I do for my audit clients. So we do auditing. We'll go to a website and check its performance and check its SEO and all kinds of other stuff. A lot of technical auditing that we do for that to make sure that the site is running correctly and living up to its full potential. If you're interested in doing something like that, I do have a course on how to do a DIY audit on websitesuccessacademy.com. So check it out if you're interested in trying that out. But it does give you some insight into the PageSpeed Insights. Now, another tool that you can use, it's basically what PageSpeed Insights is using. Let me go back to the home page. And I'm not sure if it's going to load on my computer. It wasn't working earlier. But if I go to the View menu in Chrome, and this only works in Chrome, and then Developer and Developer Tools, then we'll see here I've got under the Developer Tools is a tool called Lighthouse. And I can analyze the page load. I'm not sure if it's going to work. I think I've got to restart my browser. But this basically does everything that the PageSpeed Insight does. It just does it on your computer instead. And you've got a little bit of control. You can change things like the dimensions and the throttling and all that good stuff. So you can see how fast things are loading. And it can do it for both mobile and desktop. So again, try this out. See how fast your website is running and use those opportunities that it gives you like that to make it better. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments. But otherwise, I will see you next time.